Hi, my name is Robin Sandquist, and this is my presentation on inclusive leadership for educational leadership. The first source that I used for my presentation was a video by the company Weyerhaeuser. They interviewed numerous employees about inclusive leadership and what it means to them, what it looks like in the workplace, what are the effects of it on the workplace, and what does non-inclusive leadership look like. The summary of the video is that inclusive leadership values different points of view and backgrounds. It encourages and engages organization members, and that it allows for collaboration. In the video, they talked to President and CEO Dan Fulton, and he gave what he believes is the key to his company's success. He said that the key to our success is to recruit and retain a diverse group of employees by valuing their unique contribution and acting on it. They also talked to other employees, as I said, from various departments of the innovative company to show how inclusive leadership can affect job satisfaction. The executive vice president and CFO said that she feels like she's making a difference in her company. A greenhouse grower technologist said that he feels valued and that it brings in a broader input. A senior process engineer said that it inspires mutual trust through open and honest communication. A technical assistant said that she feels valued through trust and respect. The senior vice president of human resources said that he feels like his voice is heard. And then a North American design manager said that inclusive leadership makes them feel empowered and they get excited about the work that they do. Lastly, a payroll specialist said that she feels everyone is treated the same but appreciated for the differences that they bring to the company. They also spoke to the effects of non-inclusive leadership. One of the individuals they interviewed said that through the process of non-inclusive, or being part of a organization of non-inclusive leadership, said that he checked out. He didn't feel the passion for his career anymore and didn't put forth the effort. Another spoke to the communication and how it short-circuits communication when you have a non-inclusive leader, which makes it difficult to do the job efficiently. Command and control leaders, or bosses, affect the morale, and they provide a non-diverse pool of thought, and the employees don't feel empowered and they're not able to draw from a diverse talent pool. There's a large disconnect and loss of trust in a non-inclusive leadership environment, and they feel detached and lose the motivation to perform. The second source that I found was an article titled "Forms of Leadership That Promote Inclusive Education in Cypriot Schools." I found this article interesting to me as a teacher. I wanted to see how leadership in schools can provide an inclusive mindset and how that affects the members of that school. In this study, they took a look at schools in different villages in Cyprus and the connection between the different leadership styles and inclusion. Through the study, they were able to see which leadership styles lend themselves to inclusive leadership. They found that the types of leadership that allowed for inclusion were ones that understood the local context and shaped their strategy to leadership patterns that support teaching in informal learning environments. The study took a look at different leadership styles, all focusing on one problem: how to provide the same education to all students. In these villages, not all families have the same resources, and by using unconventional teaching methods or informal learning environments, they are able to provide education for each student regardless of their situation. In the article, they spoke about leaders no longer being just the head teacher, or as we would say, the principal. They distribute leadership to many different people, including teachers and even students. By giving leadership responsibilities to teachers and students and anyone possible, they are taking ownership. They're allowing these people to take ownership over their education or over the materials being taught in the classroom. And leadership is not seen in terms of task in these villages, but in everyone being included and being represented fairly. Teachers are given the opportunity to teach the way they see best in their classroom and for their students, and the head teachers play on those teachers' strengths. One example was they hired a teacher who had a degree in directing. The head teacher gave him the opportunity to plan the school's end-of-year celebration. Because he had a passion and interest in that particular area, he was able to have a great turnout and great success while enjoying the work that he was doing and feeling valued. In each village in Cyprus, they're very different in terms of means and opportunity. These head teachers have to find out what works for their community. One way that they do this, one head teacher in the article said that he likes to take a pulse of the community that he's involved in and act accordingly. For example, he found that one interest of families in that village in particular was to be involved in their students' education. And so as a result, he found opportunities for them to be in the school and be an active participant and increased parent involvement in that school. I also wanted to incorporate some of the text that was part of our course. I took a look at different aspects of leadership and how they contribute to being an inclusive leader. I started with the 5 practices of exemplary leadership, modeling the way. The text states that behavior makes the difference, not titles. It doesn't matter if you are the vice president or the CFO or a technician assistant. The way that you behave and carry yourself and your behavior makes a difference in the leadership and the culture of the business or organization that you work for. Setting an example by aligning shared values and actions. In order for you to move to an inclusive leadership style, you have to know that the culture you have created by hiring a diverse population, you have surrounded yourself with people who are capable of leading. It's necessary for you to model the qualities that you consider important for your team in order for them to follow your lead and exhibit those same qualities. Inspiring a shared vision. Envisioning the future, what you want to accomplish with this organization, and sharing that with a team of people allows them to visualize and see the role that they play in the organization and in the future. It allows the team members to take ownership and understand what part they play in the big picture of that organization. Challenging the process. Looking for opportunities and ways to improve your organization by finding employees who are diverse in their backgrounds and knowledge and skills that they bring. They also bring different points of view to the table, and they can find unique solutions that may not have been thought of otherwise. Enabling others to act. The text states that a grand dream requires confidence, collaboration, strong relationships, and deep competence. By being an inclusive leader, you are ensured that people you hired are bringing a strength that is different than what others bring. You know that your team members are competent and will work together to combine their strengths to accomplish big things. By being an inclusive leader, you motivate your team to want to work with you and each other to create stronger working relationships. And lastly, encouraging the heart. By recognizing the greatness in everyone's differences, they are appreciated and motivated to overcome the setbacks and share in the successes of an organization. You ensure that the members of your team feel cared for and appreciated for their contributions. Also, appealing to common ideals. Ideals are the value priorities. They are the outcomes of the larger purpose that people or organizations obtain over time. By focusing on them, Kouzes and Posner say that people gain a sense of meaning and purpose from tasks that they have undertaken. Connect what's meaningful to others. Leaders don't impose their visions on people. They ignite a vision that is bubbling below the surface of their team members. Then they help them realize that what it is they want to achieve and realize shared visions of the organization. As an inclusive leader, you are bringing in a diverse group of ideals and backgrounds, and therefore possibly a varied set of visions. Once you find your shared vision based on many individual values, you are able to empower your team members to work towards a common goal, while also fulfilling their individual passions and desires. And the end result is accomplishing a common goal by members who are satisfied and feel like they're making a difference. Taking pride in being unique, showing what makes your company different, is what brings in diverse employees and draws your clients to your business. Showing them that you're not like every other business. Being a part of a unique workforce makes people feel like they are part of something special, and when they're a part of something special, it makes those employees proud of the organization that they represent and proud to serve its purpose. Lena Chen was an example in the text. She was speaking of an admired leader. She said that she made her feel that what she was doing was special and made a unique contribution. Employees want to feel like they are making a unique contribution. They don't want to feel like they can be lifted out of a position and stick someone else in there and no one will notice. They want to know that the contribution they're making is substantial and different. And recognizing contributions, focusing on what your team members are doing and what it took to get there, makes a difference to those employees. Involvement and interest in the tasks that they're completing make them feel acknowledged and encouraged. Expecting the best from your employees and believing that your employees are capable of great things pushes them to high performance. When you believe that your employees can attain a difficult task, it gives off the "I know you can do it" vibe, as opposed to "I don't think it's going to happen." Having high expectations and goals allows your team members to stretch themselves and reach higher potential than even they may have thought they were capable of. Personalizing the recognition of the contributions. Recognition needs to be personalized, otherwise it will become forgotten and hold no significance. Finding a way that you would like to be recognized and going off of that to guide your behavior, and knowing what your employees value and who they are, and using that to show appreciation will go a long way. Also, paying attention to the lengths an employee went to in order to complete a project and being intentional with your recognition shows employees that you truly appreciate their unique contributions. Back to the Weyerhaeuser video, they talk about what an inclusive leader does, and they said that overall an inclusive leader makes you passionate about what you do and makes you want to do a better job. They take the time out to reach out to their team members and take inventory of how things are going. They show that they want to give ownership to their team members. And then finally, inclusive leadership's effects on business. Regardless of what your business is, you want to know that you're doing the best to make your business or your organization an effective one. And inclusive leadership, it fully embraces inclusive behaviors and gives you a competitive advantage. It allows you to have the best ideas and solutions brought up to solve a difficult task. It allows you to serve your diverse customer base in order for you to find their diversity and reach out to them. Diversity is critical for success of a company, but that alone is not enough. You need leadership that values diversity and creates an environment where we respect and listen to each other and value contribution of every individual, including all employees and outside contributors. Inclusive leadership as a whole is the key to success and creates a competitive advantage by genuinely valuing every individual's unique and meaningful contribution. Thank you.